Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Hey guys, welcome back, welcome to my channel. So today's video, as you can tell by the title, we will be setting up my 2025 reading journal. Now this is my first reading journal and it's not the best, but I am very much happy with it. It's very much a representation of myself and that is the main thing. You will notice throughout this video that angles will change, there will be shadows, there will be spelling mistakes, and my spatial awareness when putting things on paper is not the best. That is because it took a few days to film this video. The raw footage was nearly 4 hours. We have managed to cut that down. So yeah, I'm not going to torture you guys with a 4-hour video. So that's the best part of this. Now, to start off, I glued the first 2 pages together because that allowed it to be open the best as it can and made it a little bit more easier for me when putting this journal together. I also used stencils, as you can see, throughout because I ain't no fancy writer. I don't do fancy writing, that is not my thing, so stencils come in hand for this. My title page, which is what I'm currently in the process of doing, is probably my favourite page out of everything. It is the most put together, it is the most cohesive, if I can speak that'd be great, of all the pages. So yeah, I'm very much happy with how my title page turned out. I am going to stop talking and I'm going to do this on and off for you guys because otherwise this video really would be a very, very long video. So I'm going to speed up some of the processes throughout, I'm going to talk here and there. But yeah, otherwise, let's get this reading journal going. You guys are gonna notice a fair bit of bleed through as this video goes along, but hey ho, it is what it is. We just kept going. I then moved on to my 2025 goals page. I tried to keep my goals very easy and as simple as I could because I'm actually hoping next year is going to be quite a very busy year for me, as I'm going to be restarting my business back up. I've got one trip planned, hoping maybe to get another one in, but we shall see. I did also try to stick to the colour theme of blue and green, but I did also add in the pop of colour here and there, which you guys will see as we go, but blue and green is my main colour theme for this reading journal. My goals for 2025 are 220 books, which is the same as this year. Like I said, I'm keeping it the same because obviously next year hoping to be a busy one, but it's achievable, it's a decent amount, and yeah, that's kind of just, that's fine, the comfort, shall we call it, the comfort goal for me. I then also want to finish off 10 series that I'm in the middle of. Yeah, I'm in the middle of so many series. Also going to take into account that I'm probably going to start a whole new bunch of series as well, but as long as I can finish 10 by the end of next year, I will be a very, very happy person. I also want to annotate 5 books. Now, I love a good annotation. I love annotating every now and then. It very much though depends on the book in itself. Not every book I like to annotate. I do want to do some rereads next year, and some of those I want to annotate, so that will help achieve 2 goals for me. So let's hold my fingers crossed for this one. And then probably my biggest goal, probably the one that may be more of the struggle, would be to ARC read 50 books. I love supporting indie authors. I got back into art reading again this year, and I'm having a great time doing it, so I want to continue through into next year with it. And I'm hoping to be able to read 50 at least to help and support these indie authors, especially at the time at the moment. It's very hit and miss. There's a lot of struggles going on, so I want to be able to support as many authors as I possibly can in 2025, and I hope you guys are wanting to do that as well. Indie authors really need our help at the moment, and I'm ready to support and push out as many indie authors as I can next year. You will notice that about halfway through me filming this page, the setting will change. That would be because I finish off this at in the morning, because these few clips here I filmed between the hours of 12 a.m. and 3 a.m. Yeah, I was very sleep deprived, so we will come back to this in the morning, so be prepared, there will be a lighting change in a minute. Next up is my annotations plus my rating guide. Now for annotations, I keep it quite loose as every book is different, so I end up highlighting out different things depending on the book. Now some of the things that I highlight out are emotional connections, so anything that's happened in the book that I can kind of just connect with emotionally, and I can just really feel the emotion for the characters coming through. Plot-based information, so anything that I feel is related to the plot and related to how the story is going to go, and anything that I'm going to need to remember a little bit later down the line. Obviously, our quotes, we all love a good quote, and there's just some of them that just hit that little bit more than any other. Character information, so how a character looks, how their personality comes across, their little quirks, just anything really do towards our main characters primarily, and yeah, little hints about them. I then also occasionally do factual information, so if an author when writing the book has added in some real life facts, some real things that go on, then I like to highlight them out occasionally, because it shows that the author has done their research into what they're talking about, and I like to remember those things. Favourite moments, so any little situation that happens and I'm like, yes, go on characters, go on, you're doing your thing, I love this. And yeah, those are kind of things I highlight out. And then I also have underlined. There's occasional things that maybe either don't go under any of those categories or they cover multiple of them, and I end up just underlining them, and I'll just take note of where those are within the book. And then my rating guide is just pretty simple, guys, really. I don't do a lot of thinking. I lie, I do. My 1 stars are my DNFs. So these are my books that I just could not bring myself to finish. There was just something about them and I'm like, no, I can't keep going here. My 2 stars is they weren't great. I'm not a fan, but I was able to finish this book, which is a bonus. My 3 stars is it was okay. I'm not likely to remember it, but it wasn't a bad book at the same time. So nice little in the middle there. My 4 stars is that they're a really enjoyable read. I could connect with the characters. I love their story, and it's one that's gonna sit with me. Now, my 5 stars is that I just absolutely love and adore this book. I will always remember this book. It's going to live rent free in my head, and I resonate with the characters and their story, and it just really hits me emotionally. And yeah, that's kind of like my rough guide on how I rate my books. I can't speak today. I hope you guys are used to this by now, because it's probably going to keep going like this for the rest of the video. But yeah, that's kind of roughly how I rate and annotate my books. I then proceeded to set up my 25 books I want to read before the end of 2025. Now, you guys are going to see a picture in a minute of the final look, because I wasn't filming this long ass process of stenciling the boxes and filling in the pages, so you will just then get me doing the title page in a minute. The actual title, not the title page. I'm actually carrying over 4 books from this year because I just didn't manage to get to them, and I don't want to rush it because I actually want to film reading vlogs for them. So I just wanted to be able to take my time, and it just made sense to then move them over to next year and just take my leisure with them and not actually rush these things. Then I set up my bookshelf. This is where I'm going to keep track of every book that I read in 2025 based on the genre. So I've left some spaces in on these shelves where I can add books as I go, and also this should help me visualize how many of each genre I actually read within a year. I feel like generally I have an idea and I know, but we shall see by the end of next year how many I actually read of each genre. Now I do cheat and I use stickers to add in a bit of life to the bookshelves because I am a god awful drawer. I cannot draw to save my life, and nobody wants to see that, so we cheat a little bit here, guys. I do the outlines roughly in pencil first, and then I'm gonna skip to the actual finished bit where it's all drawn in and where the stickers are in place, because again, it's not fun, guys. I do have to ask you guys to now ignore the fact that there is a horrible angle and you can see my tripod, as this is, you know, this is poorly executed, I know, but we should be used to this, and this was all filmed when I still used my phone and didn't have my camera, so I'm using that as my excuse and we're just going to roll with it. I do also do the pages for all the books that I read in 2025, where I'm gonna just literally just print off the pictures of each book and just stick them in there. So I did do all that because, again, that would take a hell of a lot of time to do and to show you guys. Plus it was just easier, and I also left some spaces, so you will notice some gaps in there because my hand was starting to hurt, so I just kind of left it to come back to another day, so it's all done and dusted by now. I did also just forget to mention that as I'm going, I'm not going to be putting the colouring in the order of the books that I read. I'm just going to be filling them out randomly as and when I please at the time, so they're not actually going to be in the order of what I read genre wise. It's just as I pick and choose randomly. So yeah, I forgot to mention that. Now I moved on to the 2 challenges that I would like to complete in 2025, and these are the A to Z challenge and also a bingo board. I did fill this out off screen, so you guys can wait. There'll be a picture in a little bit. You can see the final bit, but yeah. Now, the A to Z challenge, it's always interested me. I've wanted to do it for a little while, but I've just never been brave enough, and I just thought, why not? 2025 is a new year. Let's give it a go. Let's see what happens, and we shall go from there. But yeah, it's going to be fun. If you guys are going to do these challenges as well, let me know, and we can support and encourage each other and hold each other responsible for this. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you're giving either of these a go. Next up, I wanted to do a YouTube tracker. This is so I can see the growth of my channel throughout the year. So I'm going to be monitoring at the beginning, the middle and the end of the year, and I'm going to be tracking my subscriber count, my total views, and also my video count, so I can just see how it all correlates. And yeah, I can't explain that very well. I'm also going to be keeping track of my first and last video that I post in the year, as well as my most and least favourite video. This is just so I know what you guys are interested in content wise, and I can adapt it into the following year. So yeah, this is quite a nice, simple, easy tracker that I'm not gonna bore you guys with in filling out. Of course, I had to do a series tracker in this based on the fact of the amount of series I'm in the middle of, as well as the series I will probably be starting. I am not going to show you guys this whole process because it's a very long one. I do leave some space in there to add in those new series as well, so that's pretty much all you guys will be missing out on, and obviously me just putting down the series that I'm already in the middle of. I will show you guys a final look at it towards the end of the video, but for now I'm going to move on to my 5-star tracker and my DNF tracker. There will also be a 2025 favourites as well. These are also going to look quite blank for now because I'm going to be using pictures of the covers to fill them out, obviously, as I go. The DNF tracker is the only one where I will just literally list the book and the author, so these ones are all quite simple and easy, so you guys will just mainly get a look at the end. I'm not boring you guys with this part. And that is it for all the pages that can be prepped in my journal. I will be doing a monthly TBR and wrap up pages. These will be done as obviously the year goes on. With regards to how my review pages will look, I will be doing 3 books to a page. Unless it's a 5-star read, then I'm going to have a full page spread just to show my love for the book and to give me a lot of room to gush about it and adore it. But yeah, I will also at the end of the year do a statistics page or 2, depending on what statistics I want to put into it and not, and how big my statistics are, which I can't imagine it's going to be very big. But yeah, that will also be included at the end of the year, so stay tuned for the end of 2025 for all of that. But yeah, that brings me to the end of this video. Let me know if you will be doing a reading journal and what is going to be included in it, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video, and soon we will be in 2025, so don't forget guys to keep smiling, be kind, keep reading.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be